All right, let's go ahead and get to it. So today we're going to look at both of those passes that we, kind of focus our drilling on, the X pass and the Floriano pass. Um, and we're going to focus on some, I think, pretty critical details to successfully getting past what I would say is like the most problematic dynamic of any of these sorts of passes, which is the ankle gobble, i.e., tip gone back, trying to pass, and he gobbles up the foot. So maybe I have his hands, and I'm pushing forward, trying to get around, he's trying to grab my feet. Okay, these sorts of things. People just reaching out there, just trying to grab your feet with their feet. Okay, so let's talk about basics for a second. So everything we start out with the drill again. Go over the details. Number one, I do not try to lift my opponent back by just lifting their ankles to the floor or off the floor. Sometimes it'll work, but a lot of times if you dig, say if you get your hips way far behind you, right, and then drill heavy on the feet, like that's gonna be really tough. The time it's gonna take for me to get those off the floor, maybe I do, but in that interim, he's reaching for collars and sleeves. He's trying to get stuff. This is how you get dragged into their open guard game rather than instituting your open guard game. Right? Pretty simple concept, right? So the way I do that is, again, I pull in, I tablecloth his hips out from underneath him. Think of it like really simple thing to illustrate why this concept works. Don, you get your hips way behind you again. Don't let me push you over. Try and really, as you guys can see. Okay? Don, bring your hips close to your feet. Don't let me push you over. Right? If your hips are behind your shoulders, when you're on your butt, you have base. If your hips are in front of your shoulders, when you're on your butt, you do not. So when we're tussling, when I tablecloth in, oh, look at that. Look where his hips are. Right? You guys see that? See that again. He's here. Let's see, he's right. He's got really good open guard positioning. The second I pull him in, those hips start going underneath of his shoulder or in front of his shoulders. His balance gets wonky, and that's when I can tip him up. Alternatively, if you absolutely cannot make this work, we're not going to focus too much on this, but you could. But since we have a lot of people that aren't going to be here next week, and the week after, one way you can drive them back is a little hairy, but is I'm just going to get double pant strips, like kind of do exactly what I said don't do. Just reach right in the middle of the pant, and I'm just going to kind of like drive my weight off of my knees. This is a risky proposition. I mean, obviously, right? He's sitting here. If he's up, I get this grip, and he starts reaching for stuff that's dangerous. I need to respect that. But if we're here, and I happen to get in and does it, as long as I just drive, boom, I might be able to get him back. That's one option. But generally speaking, if I'm trying to tip him on his back, the ankle thing is what's going to be most effective. So we're going to start with the X pass. So, tablecloth, again. Let me know one other thing. Say you're sitting up. I saw a few people doing that. Don't give him that, right? He's sitting up. Sorry to just make this whole class like tipping you. But when I'm here, level change, tip, I don't disconnect, right? Like I stay on the ankles and I go right to the shin, heavy. Because if I have to react and he immediately kicks forward and sits up, right, we have our knee cut ready to fire. So let's say he doesn't do that. Now I can move. So I want my weight immediately on him. From here, transferring those hamstrings. Now, for the X pass, again, just kind of going over what we sort of did in the drill, but just the details that are really critical. Number one, not throwing his legs all the way over here. Look how extended my body gets. It's like I'm actually making it harder for me to get to the side I need to pass to. I certainly wouldn't throw him to the direction I'm passing either, because I'm putting them right in my own way. Don't overextend your body. That's stupid. Why would you do that? Right? That's what he's trying to do. Why would you do that? So, when I move his knees, if I even move them at all, it's a little. I'm just trying to clear this path, right? So that's number one. Number two, let me stand and keep your knees up there for a second. Number two, my footwork. I see a lot of people that are trying to do these X passes, and they go like this. That's not the X pass. If you want to do a Toriano pass, that's how you can do it. You can move your feet like that for a Toriano. That's not how you do an X pass. An X pass is quick. An X pass is designed to go like we're tussling. Tap, step, right? Step. So my footwork, guys, invisible opponent. Go on, Jeremy. Footwork is right to left, similar maybe when we're doing like those side laterals, you know, when we're shifting laterally, but think about shifting laterally and then right back, right? So when we're here, I'm down, heavy on the knees, you know, or rather, not so much heavy on the knees, but just kind of like firmly attached. Wow. I asked, Chad asked a question during the drill, I want to address as well, is why am I, as I mentioned, kind of punching the thigh? That's the next stage, right? Why not go to a point where I can get to the knee on belly? Well, 2 reasons. Number one, I'm going to get all the way around this knee. Look how far I have to step. Okay? If in the process of that happening, God starts shrimping, I can lose all of this. I think that's where you start getting, he's gonna pull this out, gobble up my ankle, we're gonna have to switch gears. Right? What I want is like, we're here, and it happens. I almost want to, it's almost like a lance going through. The other thing is, if you notice, watch where my knee lands on this guy. When I'm here, like I end up in my knee on belly. It's just like slide up the shin. Yeah, it's like basically I just want, like his knee's gonna move out of my way. So either he's gonna take it, it's gonna bump him hard, or it's gonna graze alongside. But either way, his leg is gonna concede that, and I'm gonna get my position. Just in closing, so we're here. I have a position. Boom. Triangle step. Boom. Once I get here, I keep this pant leg usually, and I immediately work to grab a collar, grab a sleeve. I personally will, once I feel like I'm secure, like if I get this, drop down, and I kind of play my knee on belly a little bit lower. So I think more about, less about like heavy and posted, because there's just like no way for me to be that heavy, you know? But if I'm here, I can create like a lot of pressure, so that when he starts trying to push and shrimp, he's got to really kind of expose a lot. Keep going. He's got to really expose a lot of attack opportunities if I can move him that way. That make sense, guys? So, simplistically speaking, once you get to the position, make sure you get a grip, either the collar or the sleeve. So we'll go through all that one more time. He's sitting up, tussling, again, tablecloth, immediately palms to shin. Grabbing the pants, nice good control. From here, move the knees out a little, triangle step. Bump his knee, land. If I can't, I'll hold on to that. Sometimes I just grab that. And then catch a grip here, and I like to lower down. Play around with that. See what feels comfortable for you. Does that make sense, guys? Alright, let's go hard work out. 1, 2, 3. And Tom, why don't you just circle in with one of the pairs?
Okay, who wants to go with Brian? I'm sitting down.
Oh yeah, you okay?
Yeah, my head's killing me.
Oh yeah, okay, cool.